November 23rd, 2001, Friday. Tim called at 2 p.m. this afternoon, so I decided to get out of bed. Talked to my mom for a while, back in my room, and cleaned up a lot of stuff. Brought a bag of trash and my old CD player to work to throw away in the dumpster. In the mail today, I got a letter from Vantage Press stating that they received my manuscript and would be getting back to me soon. I'm still trying not to think about it too much. On my way home from work, I'm going to mail a letter to Caroline and my entry into Writer's Digest short story competition. I'm at work right now, up in projection. I work from 6 p.m. to about 1:30 in the morning. So I brought a backpack and a whole bunch of stuff to do. I got my new poetry book, Halston 51st, and this to write in, as well as The Willow Tree prompt book. I'll spend time with that later. Skimmed through my Halston 51st book and realized I'm fucking lost. It has been too long since I've worked on it, and I've lost my groove, my flow, I have, though, come up with some small details, but overall it will take a lot to get back into it. I'm going to go bother the concessionist now. I'll be back. Okay, I started number 17, Black Knight, and was making some weird noises, so I asked Jason, another projectionist, and he didn't think much about it. Then I asked Mr. Quint about it, and he thought either my loops were too big or wasn't old enough and said to leave it because it wasn't messing the show up. So I tried to relax and listen to it, the clatter, booth term. I looked through the projection operations manual and found out what it was. So as soon as I learned that, I heard this huge fucking noise behind me. Number 17 was fucking up. So I had to go, stop it, and de-thread it. There was probably around 40 people in there staring at me. It felt kind of cool, except for the fact that I didn't know what the hell to do. So I checked it, rethreaded it, and tried it again. Nope. The film wasn't advancing through the gate. Luckily, we have another print of Black Knight, and we just herded all the people over there. No big deal. We had to cut the print, and we moved it down to number 10 and started it up so it could finish itself out and wrap itself back up. Come to find out, the problem was the sprocket underneath the gate locked up and wouldn't budge. We oiled it and used the air compressor to clean it, but to no avail. We had to replace the intermittent sprocket. Good thing we have a spare. Now it's out of my control. We just took the trash out and Johnny Joe swung my CD player by the cord and smashed it to the ground where it exploded to a bunch of fucking pieces. I kept the laser eye part that reads the CD's encoding. It is almost midnight and I still have an hour and a half before I can leave. Quote, fuck me in the goat ass. Adam Sandler skit, The Goat. Fuck, I'm sitting here waiting for my last movie to drop an hour and 20 minutes from now, listening to Slayer's God Hates Us All, and I'm going to try to adapt the hardest fucking book you could, Hubert Selby Jr.'s The Willow Tree. This mother is so deep and intricate in its thoughts and feelings, so it can't be truly told with just dialogue and action. It needs a lot of inner monologue used as voiceover. Plus, there's no way to make it under 3 hours and still do it justice. Maybe, or rather probably, I'll expand my thinking and put a lot of time and thought into it and make it as an HBO or something miniseries to truly do it justice. 3 2-hour episodes or something. I think as preparation, I may finish reading Burgess's The Wanting Seed, or may finish adapting, not reading, Burgess's The Wanting Seed or one of Polinick's books, either Choke or Invisible Monsters. Maybe both, depending on the time it takes. About 30 minutes to go, I just wrote a note for the opening projectionist, Ariana, Eric's sister. I told her about what all happened and where everything is. I wrote the note with a black Sharpie and the fumes are going to my head and I'm getting sick from it. My stomach is turning and I'm really hungry too. Added to this, I have to be right back here at work in 10 hours. Woo fucking who. For the last few hours, I've been wearing 5-pound weights on my ankles. I've been walking around a lot, except for when I'm here writing. The weights are Eric's. I'll leave them here tonight and probably wear them tomorrow on door. I'm going to waste time and take up space by writing more lyrics in here. Of course, they are more Smashing Pumpkins lyrics. It's interesting to look back over past journal entries and see what I wrote down for quotes and shit. Not in this journal, but in older ones that I did a very half-assed job with. Through the passage of time, not only have I changed, but my writing style and thought process, and of course the music I listen to. Galapagos. Ain't it funny how we pretend we're still a child, softly spoken under our blanket skies, and rescue me from me and all that I believe. I won't deny the pain. I won't deny the change. And should I fall from grace here with you, will you leave me too? Carve out your heart for keeps in an old oak tree, and hold for me goodbyes, and whispered lullabies, and tell me I am still the man I'm supposed to be. I won't deny the pain, I won't deny the change, and should I fall from grace here with you, will you leave me too? Too late to turn back now. I'm running out of sound, and I'm changing. And if we died right now, this fool you love somehow is here with you. I won't deny the pain, I won't deny the change, and should I fall from grace here with you, would you leave me too? Smashing Pumpkins. I finally got home and come to find out my parents had left the garage door open and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So I stood around debating for about 5 minutes whether to close it. If I didn't, I'd get yelled at for not closing it. If I did, I would get yelled at for waking my dad up. I did close it and woke my dad up, but luckily it didn't seem to bother him. Checked my shit on the net. Now I'm going to type in last month's entry and go to bed. Popped in Demi's Silence of the Lambs. I'm now going to delve into Brother Sleep. End quote. Nothing of me is original. I am the combined effort of everybody I've ever known. Chuck Palahniuk, Invisible Monsters.